Harper Valley PTA was released in 1978. It's directed by Richard C. Bennett and Ralph Sinensky and is written by George Edwards and Barry Schneider. And we have a cast including Barbara Eden, Susan Swift, and Woody Harrelson. It's actually Woody Harrelson's first film credit. He's credited as an extra. And when I saw that, I decided to do a bit of Googling before I watched the film so I could kind of work out which scene he would be in so I didn't miss him, because if he's an extra, he could be anywhere in the crowds, in the background. And I really want to thank the YouTuber Dragon Movie Guy, because they actually uploaded a video with that brief clip of Woody Harrelson. And I have to say, had they not done that, I probably would have missed him. He's in it behind the character of Dee, just around the 30-something minute mark. And I'm very grateful for that clip because, as I said, I really don't think I would have identified him. But that's really cool that this was Woody Harrelson's first film credit. The film is actually about a high schooler called Dee and the problems she's facing at school because of her mother's lifestyle. Her mother has a very carefree lifestyle, and a lot of people, particularly on the PTA, really frown upon this. And they actually write a letter home saying that if her mother doesn't change her ways, then they're going to have to take drastic action. And this is obviously really unfair on Dee. And the film is all about that, and whether it's right to have that attitude towards a student's parent, and whether her performances, I meant her behaviour, but performances might be the right word there, actually. Whether her behaviour is actually that bad. And honestly, it feels very realistic. There is a lot of fluff in this to move things forward, but also it's kind of fun. For example, we have a scene where the girls are in one classroom watching a sex ed video, and I haven't watched a sex ed video like that since I was at school, so I haven't felt that awkward, uncomfortable feeling of sitting in a classroom with a teacher watching a sex ed video, and it just kind of took me back to that time. So that scene itself may not have added very much. I mean, it did slightly, but the point there is that there are things in this that didn't absolutely need to be in there, that might be considered a little bit of padding, but at the same time, the padding is kind of enjoyable. So I rather like this film. That being said, it's not completely start to finish the most amazing film ever, but I rather enjoyed it. I don't have any real complaints about this. It's a decent narrative. The performances are really great. I think it raises some really important issues. Obviously, this was released in the 70s. Attitudes then were very different to what they are now, but I still think that there are elements of this that are relatable today, things that would be relevant today as well. Yes, it absolutely feels dated mostly because of the fashion, but also because of the attitudes, but it definitely still is relevant in some ways, and ultimately it's not bad. Definitely not a film I'd watch a second time, but as a one-time watch, I thought it was pretty interesting, and if it sounds like it would appeal to you, definitely worth checking out. If you're a Woody Harrelson fan, I'd say watch it because it's a sweet introduction for Woody Harrelson. As I said, I think he appeared around about the 34-minute mark, roughly, and you might identify him, but if not, definitely check out Dragon Movie Guy's video. If I remember, I will link their video in the description. If I don't remember, please feel free to remind me. And for now, I'm happy to say that Harper Valley PTA was not a bad film at all.